Happy belated Technique Tuesday. As a sort of penitence, I'm going to offer a slightly longer version today. So we're going to talk about singing with sinus congestion because, oh boy, is it allergy and cold season. So the very first thing that I want you to do is double check to see if you have inflamed cords. I've shown you how to do this before, but you tilt your chin back and you sing on an ah vowel. Ah, sliding. If you hear breath in the sound, there's some inflammation, so there are other things that you should do to take care of your voice, and one of them may simply be to rest. I'll talk about that separately. If though you hear sort of gurgling and phlegm, that's a very different thing, so we can play with that. Then you're going to play with sort of a cow chew hum. And we're using here the phlegm and congestion up in your sinuses almost as a target. We want it to get moving. We want to aim there so that we're not sitting on the cords or on the phlegm or using extra tension here. Then what I want you to play with is waking up your soft palate. So we've done this before. You can use your tongue to massage. You can do a yawn stretch, stretching that soft palate away from your tongue, and then play with that hog snort. So getting super active, using a U, ooh shape and feeling like it's pulling between your shoulder blades. That gets that soft palate really active. It might move some of the phlegm around, but the keeping it in your shoulder blades keeps it connected to your body. So we're not going to be stuck only in that nasal heady place. And then you can use your tongue to go in NG to keep refinding that place, almost like you're trying to trigger a yawn. So it may live above the phlegm. We'll see. It depends on where your phlegm is sitting, which brings me to another point, which is when you're phlegmy, you just have to accept the sound that's coming out and make sure your cords are closing. So you can use vocal fry zippers, you can use glottal onsets. Making sure your cords are coming together is the most important thing for your vocal health. And then we also don't want to push to make a sound that we are used to, because that might cause more inflammation and more problems. The last thing that I will add today, and I know I've thrown a lot at you, is the death rattle breath. We've done this before. Basically what we're trying to do is open up all of the ends of those little bronchial tubes in your lungs. And that, first of all, opens up any congestion that's happening in there. But more importantly, again, it's taking you away from just being stuck here after that resonant, buzzy cow chew hum, and making sure that you stay connected to your chest and your body. So we're kind of going from here and here. Of course, the vocal cords are vibrating, but we're trying not to add extra tension here or pressure or anything, which is the last thing your cords need when they're covered in gunk. So soft palate, opening up the chest, and playing with some of that sinus resonance because you actually have some physical feedback there. Take care of yourselves. Stay super duper duper hydrated, and make sure you're not singing on inflamed cords.